introduction here. Welcome to your Mindful Movement Yoga class. We are here with the Collegiate Recovery Community and Student Nutrition Services to bring you Mindful Movement Yoga. If you want to check out the Collegiate Recovery Community, they have meetings every Wednesday and Friday at 5 p.m. in Student Center West, room 482. Check out their information on Instagram, Panthers Recover, and check out our information for student nutrition services, for wellness classes, for yoga events, and for individual counseling at GSU Healthy Habits for your Instagram. And so today we are actually going to start in what's called constructive rest, which means we get to lie on our backs. Yay. So go ahead and let's all face the same way. So go ahead and face your chair. Plant your feet on the ground and then slowly lower yourself all the way to the ground. Feet will be planted. You can toe heel your feet to the outside of the mat and then let your knees kind of knock into each other. If this feels nice and supportive, stay here. If you're having a little lower back pain today, you can always take the chair, bring it in closer to you, and then place your legs on top of the chair for what we call astronaut's pose. This is a nice one to relieve like some lower back pain. And then of course, you can always go into the straight resting pose, or what we call shavasana, by extending your legs out long. I'm gonna dim the lights a little bit since we're looking up at the sky. And so we'll take a moment to get into the breath, to ground. You can place your hands next to you. You can place one hand on your heart, one hand on your abdomen, and then just feel the rise and fall of the breath. As you inhale deeply through the nose, open your mouth, let it fall. Again, inhale deeply through the nose. Open your mouth, let it fall. Again, inhale deeply through the nose. Open your mouth, let it fall. Go ahead and return to your normal breath. Option to soften or close your eyes as you take a moment to scan the body and notice, how does it feel today? How does it feel? Does it feel tired? Does it feel energetic? Are there aches and pains? And we don't need to change anything. We're just taking inventory, and know that however your body presents today is okay and it's welcome. It does not have to feel a certain way. And then as you breathe, take a moment to think about if there's an intention you want to bring into today's class. And an intention is just kind of maybe a little guidepost to guide you. So that could be the intention of self-care, or the intention of grounding, or the intention of breathing. So using that as a guidepost for your class, what do you kind of want to focus on today? And it could be a word, it could just be peace or love, right? Release. And then when you have your intention in mind, we'll seal it as a collective community with a cleansing breath. Inhale through the nose. Open your mouth, let it fall. Go ahead and blink your eyes open. If your knees, if your feet are on top of the chair, bring them back down. Bring your heels, toe heel heel them about hips distance apart, knees straight up towards the sky. Actually, I lied. Toe heel your feet to the outer edges of the mat. Let's do that. And then cactus your arms. So we're bringing bending our elbows to 90 degrees. And then windshield wiper your knees back and forth. Just taking a moment to move, to release the spine. And breathe. And then the next time you are on the right side, drop your knees and hold it there. Maybe gaze to the left for a nice, easy supine twist. You have the option to stay here, or if this feels kind of funky on your knees, you can always bring your left leg over your right and just stack your knees for the traditional supine twist. Take an inhale. Exhale, come back through center. Plant your feet on the ground. Begin to windshield wiper your knees back and forth. Connecting with the breath. Inhale, your knees come up to the sky. Exhale, release them down to the ground. As you do this, feel the way the earth feels under your feet, under your back, as we come into this grounding and support by the earth. And then the next time you're over onto the left side, let your knees hang. Maybe gaze towards the right shoulder. And breathe. See if there's any gripping in the body that isn't serving you. And if you do have any gripping, maybe send the breath into those areas to loosen and release. Take an inhale. Exhale, come back through center. Inhale, right leg to the sky. Exhale, figure four, cross your ankle over your thigh. Take your right hand, plant it on to the top of your thigh, and then assist the opening of your inner thigh. So we're gently assisting the opening of our figure four. If you want to go a little bit deeper, you can thread your hands underneath your hamstring and bring your left knee towards your chest, but let your sacrum or your tailbone descend towards the earth. You can add a little bit of movement here by rocking your hips into circles or taking your hamstring like you're stirring a pot. You're making a circle with your knee. When you're ready, reverse your circles. And find some stillness. Take an inhale. Exhale, release your left foot to the ground. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, plant your foot to the ground. Take a moment, scan the body. Take note of the difference between the right leg and the left leg. And again, knowing that whatever presents is okay and is welcome. The more that we can check in with our body, the more that we become a student of our own body, and the more that we can learn about what's going on. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, figure four, cross your ankle over your thigh, and again, take your left hand, assist with the opening of your figure four by gently pressing into your left thigh to open up your knee. And gently is the key word, right? We want self-care. We don't want to force anything. If you want to take it a little bit deeper, you can thread your fingers underneath your right hamstring and bring your knee towards your chest. And then maybe coming into those circles by rocking your hamstring towards and away from you to draw a circle with your knee on the ceiling or on the maybe the wall behind you. Not forcing anything, but just allowing everything to flow and to move. And when you're ready, reversing your circles, right? Like stirring a big pot. And then when you're ready, finding a little bit of stillness. Inhale. Exhale, release your right foot to the ground. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, release your foot to the ground, and then we'll take that body scan again. Notice the difference between the right leg and the left. Do they feel different? Do they feel the same? And however they feel is how they feel. You don't need to have any negative or positive attachment to the way they feel. It just is, right? Go ahead and bring your knees into your chest. Rock from side to side. So we're rocking to massage out our lower back. And then notice how your lower back feels as it makes contact with the earth. See if you can release your jaw. With every exhale, we soften our shoulders and our jaw a little bit more. Now take your hands and bring them underneath your hamstrings. Begin to rock front and back, so we are rocking from our hips to our shoulders, massaging out our lower, or our spine. And then when you get enough momentum, see if you can come all the way up into a seat. Nice, y'all. Go ahead and flip your feet behind you. Come into tabletop position. So shoulders stacked on top of wrist parallel to the top of the mat. Press down and spread your fingers wide and press down into the L's of the hand, and that will help take pressure off of your wrist. So if you press down in your index finger and in your thumb, knees should be underneath our hips. And then as you inhale, lengthen your spine, grow the crown of your head towards the side wall, press the shoulders down and back. Little engagement of the core to help with stability. And then when you're ready, we'll tuck our right toes under, slide it along the mat, hold here. Option to hold here for your balance, or option to tent your left fingertips, slide them in front of you. So we're on our right toes and our left fingertips. We can hold here. Beautiful, y'all. Or we can take it up a notch and lift our left hand and our right foot. Reaching out as if we're shaking a hand. Take an inhale. Exhale, lower just to touch. Inhale, lift it back up. Exhale, lower to touch. Inhale, lift. Last time, lower to touch. Inhale, lift. We hold for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release your hand. Sit back into child's pose. Bring your feet together, knees come to the edge of the mat, sit onto your heels, stretch your arms out long. If this is too deep of a fold, you have your chair and you can stretch your arms out onto your chair, sitting your heels back. So whatever feels best in your body. Beautiful, y'all. Inhale through the nose. Release the jaw, let it go. Inhale back to tabletop. And we'll come into the same stance, right? So shoulders on top of wrists, wrists parallel to the top of the mat. Spread your fingertips nice and wide, press down in the L's of the hand. When you're ready, tuck your left toes underneath you, stretch your left leg along your mat. Extend through the crown of the head, slight engagement of the core to help with your stability. Maybe we stay here, maybe we tent our right fingertips and stretch them out in front of us. The next level is going to be lifting opposite-handed foot, reaching out as if we're shaking a hand. Continuing to extend through the crown of the head, find some length from fingertips to toes. Inhale. Exhale. Gently touch the pinky and the toe. Inhale and lift. Exhale and lower. Inhale and lift. Exhale and lower. Inhale and lift. Exhale and lower. This time hold. Inhale and lift. We hold for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Child's pose. Plant your hands. Send your hips down and back. Nice. Now, notice where the breath went. Notice the heart pace. Knowing that we can slow down the heart rate with our breath, breathing deeply for the count of 4. And exhaling to the count of 4. We'll take that cleansing breath. Inhale through the nose. Open your mouth, let it fall. Inhale to tabletop. Shift your hips forward. Tuck your back toes underneath you. Take one more inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. You'll send your hips up and back as you press the floor away. You can keep your knees nice and soft here. Maybe pedal out your feet. And again, you have your chair. Downward facing dog might look like this today. Same shape, as long as we're extending from the wrists all the way to the tailbone. So nice long line of energy. Beautiful, y'all. Beautiful, y'all. Find a little bit of stillness. Inhale, gaze at the top of the mat. As you exhale, forward fold. So take as many steps as you need to bring your feet to the top of the mat. Step your hands behind your wrists, bend your knees deeply. Slowly roll up, one vertebrae at a time, stacking like blocks. Nice, y'all. We'll do a half sun salutation. So if you want to utilize your chair, you can bring it out in front of you. Know that it's there for your support, and then we'll face each other. So we'll there we go. Beautiful. Yes. And then separate your feet as much as you would like that you feel supported. So if that's a wide stance today, that's cool. If that's like a hips distance space, that's fine. If it's together, that's fine too. Whatever feels supportive. Toes will face the front of the room. We'll inhale to mountain pose. Reach your hands up high. Nice, y'all. Breathe here as you press into the ground with your heels. And notice how you press down, how it lengthens through the crown of the head. And bring your pinkies together to separate your shoulder blades. Beautiful, y'all. Take an inhale. As you exhale, steeple your grip. You'll clasp your fingers, release the pointers. Inhale, lift a little bit higher. As you exhale, we'll come into a little bit of a half moon or a crescent shape by bending over to the right. Send your hips to the left, stretching out the side body. Inhale, back through center. Exhale, bend over to the other side. Send your hips to the right. Inhale, back through center. Exhale, release. Cactus your arms. Lift your heart. Gaze at the sky. Baby back bend. Inhale, back to mountain pose. Exhale, forward fold. So we'll soften our knees, hinge at the hips. Your forward fold might come onto a chair today. If you'd like to come into ragdoll, you can grab opposite elbows and sway side to side. If you're on the chair, maybe you just hang out here. Move your weight onto your toes to release the pressure from your hamstrings and your lower back. Nice, y'all. We'll take 3 more breaths here. So see if you could really, really breathe deep. Release the jaw. Take an inhale. Exhale, release your hands to the ground or to the chair. As you inhale, halfway lift. So you can utilize the chair to extend through the crown of the head, or plant your hands on your thighs or your shins. Roll the shoulders down and back. Lengthen through the crown of the head. Beautiful, y'all. Keep the knees nice and soft to protect your lower back. Inhale. Exhale, gentle forward fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive. So our flat back will bring us up. We'll lift our hands up towards the sky, scoop in the air, and then exhale, hands to heart center. We'll do that breath to movement. Inhale, mountain pose, hands to the sky. Exhale, steeple your grip. Inhale, find some length. Exhale, crescent over to the right. Inhale, back through center. Exhale, crescent to the left. Inhale, back through center. Exhale, cactus your arms, open up your heart space, let some light and love in. Inhale, mountain pose, hands to the sky. Exhale, forward fold, soften your knees, hinge at the hips. Inhale, halfway lift, fingers to chair, shins, or thighs. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive. Scoop and reach, hands up to the sky. Exhale, hands to heart center. We'll flow that one more time. Inhale, hands to the sky, mountain pose. Exhale, steeple your grip. Inhale, find some length. Almost. Exhale, crescent to the side. Inhale, back through center. Exhale, crescent. Inhale, back through center. Exhale, cactus your arms. Open up your heart. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, forward fold. Soften your knees, hinge at the hips. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise, hands to the sky. Exhale, hands to heart center or hands by your side, whatever feels the most authentic to you now. Maybe it's one hand at heart, one hand on stomach. We'll take another breath. Inhale through the nose. Open your mouth, let it fall. Let's do that one more time. Inhale through the nose, all the way down through the feet. Exhale, let everything go. All the stale air. Nice, y'all. For our next, move my chair over. We call this awkward series. So bringing your feet about hips distance apart or maybe a little wider. Toes face the front of the room. Inhale, lift your fingers level to your shoulders. Roll the shoulders down and back, and then a slight engagement of the tummy, so we're not like arching the back, right? We need the spine nice and long. Inhale, exhale, sit back into your chair. There's always an option to utilize the chair as a little bit of a safety net as well. Weight is in the heels this time. Inhale, rise. That's awkward one. Awkward two. We'll come up onto our toes. Lifting, beautiful. Keep your heels nice and lifted. Take an inhale. Exhale, bend your knees. And this, we might feel a little wibbly wobbly, but it's okay. It's okay to breathe through the awkwardness. Inhale and rise. Exhale, release the heels. Bring your knees into touch and bring the toes slightly together. Inhale. Exhale, lower, lift the heels. So we're hugging our knees together. So this is awkward 3, right? We call it awkward for a reason, but it's okay, right? Just notice how it feels. Inhale and rise. Exhale, release your hands. Yeah, shake them out. Nice, y'all. Nice. And any feelings that came up, you might have loved it, you might have hated it, know that it's okay. It is okay, right? We just notice those feelings. We are not those feelings, but we notice what they are, right? All right, so we're gonna do kind of just like letting your body kind of do what it wants. So if you wanna sway from side to side or side to, yeah, exactly. If you wanna do like some torso rolls or some hip rolls, like whatever it is your body is feeling like it needs. Maybe you want to bring your arms up overhead, right? Kind of like modern dance. Nobody cares what's going on. Nobody's looking at you. We're just listening to our bodies. Like, where does it want to go? Right? Where does it want to go? Like one of those like a kite or a balloon, just going where it wants to go. Not worrying about anything and just being in the moment. And then we'll breathe for 4, 3, stand at attention at 2, and 1. And then when you're ready, come back to your attention. Beautiful, y'all. We'll take that cleansing breath one more time. Inhale through the nose. Audible exhale. Let's do that again, a little louder. Inhale through the nose. Audible exhale. Last time, do a little louder. Inhale through the nose. Audible exhale. Yes, y'all, felt that one. We're stimulating our vagus nerve, right? And so that helps with that rest and digest. All right, warrior 2 flow. Keep your chairs where they are. We'll do the left side first. So separate your feet a pretty good distance apart. Open your arms into a T, and then turn your left toes to face the chair. Bend into your left knee. Nice, y'all. And then, exactly, yes, exactly, beautiful. Shoulders down and back, so we're melting our shoulders down the spine. Inhale, flip your front palm, reach it up and back. As you exhale, extended side angle, so we can go elbow to thigh or maybe hand to chair, reaching the left or the right hand high. Inhale, reverse warrior, reach it up. Exhale, extended side angle, elbow to thigh or maybe hand to chair. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, extended side angle. Last time, inhale, reverse. Exhale, extended side angle. We'll hold here. Option to stay in your extended side angle, or if you want to extend through your front leg for your triangle pose, just make sure that we press down into our front toe mound to soften the front knee. You could come into a balanced pose by shifting your weight onto your front leg, lifting your back leg up high for your half moon pose, stacking the shoulders, the hips. Nice, y'all. Way to challenge yourself. You got it, you got it. Take one more inhale. Exhale, float your foot to the back of the mat. And then inhale, we call this star pose. Exhale, bring your hands down towards center. If you utilize the chair on this side, go ahead and grab it. Bring it to the other side of the mat. And we'll do that same flow on the other side. So bringing our feet nice and wide for a really sturdy stance. Turn your right toes towards the chair. Sink into your knee. Shoulders stack on top of hips. So if we're leaning forward, can we lean back? Yeah, like so, stacking right on top of each other. Inhale, reverse, flip your front palm, reach your hand up and back, breathe into the side body. Exhale, extended side angle, elbow to thigh, or maybe hand to chair. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, extended side angle. Really flow with your breath. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, extended side angle. We'll do one more. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, extended side angle for the hold. Or maybe you come into your triangle pose. Extending the front leg. Pressing down into the front toe mound. Or maybe there's a half moon pose. Shifting your weight onto your front foot. Lifting your back foot behind you. Nice, y'all. Flex your toes towards your shins. Stack your shoulders. Extend through the crown of the head. Inhale. Exhale, float your foot to the back of the mat. Inhale, start. Exhale, hands to heart center. Beautiful, y'all. Let's do a wide leg forward fold. Feel free to grab your chair if you want to use it for a little bit of support. So we'll keep our feet nice and wide. And you can come down onto your hands, onto your elbows. You can come down onto your forehead, or release your hands to the ground. You can also grab opposite elbows and kind of sway side to side if that feels nice. And we want the weight in your toes. Yeah, I saw that shift. Beautiful. If you want to explore some movement, you can shift your hips side to side. Or maybe you plant your left hand to the ground, reach your right hand up for a little bit of a twist. Yeah. And then when you're ready, you can do that on the other side. You can flow or you can hold. Just whatever feels good, whatever feels right. Again, whatever your body is calling for. If you want stillness, be still. If you want movement, move. Nice, y'all. take about 5 more breaths so you have a little bit of time. Maybe shifting your weight from your heels to your toes or side to side. And then we have 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release your hands underneath your shoulders. Inhale to fingertips. And then bring your hands to your hips, soften your knees. Next inhale, press down to rise up. Beautiful, y'all. Go ahead and toe heel together. Nice. If you have your chair, gently move it to the side. We will inhale to mountain pose. Exhale, steeple your grip. Inhale, find some length. Exhale, crescent moon to the right. Inhale, back through center. Exhale, crescent moon to the left. Inhale, back through center. Exhale, cactus your arms. Open up your heart space. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, forward fold. Soften your knees, hinge at the hips. Inhale, halfway lift, fingers to lap or shin. Exhale, squat and curl. So this is a little new. We'll bring our fingertips to the ground, lift our heels, and bring our tushies down towards our heels. So as we fold inwards, we can gently hover our fingertips onto the ground, or maybe challenge ourselves by wrapping one hand over the other, challenging the breath, challenging the mind. Inhale. Exhale, release your hands to the ground. So from here, I'm going to turn to the side so you can see me. I'm slowly going to lower your knees down to the ground, keeping your toes tucked. Beautiful, y'all. Nice. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Whichever way you want to face is fine. We call this fire toes. So you might need to adjust your toes by kind of tucking them underneath. And then the more that you stack your shoulders on top of hips, the more intensity is. The more that you want to lean forward and maybe place your hands in front of you, the less intense it is. And that's going to depend on what your feet need. And I don't know if there's, what it is that you need, so you'll have to kind of gauge what that is. We've got 3 more breaths wherever you're at. See if you can breathe through it. Notice the sensations and notice that you can breathe through it. You can breathe. You can breathe. Inhale, come into your tabletop. Flip your toes, give them a little bit of a snap on the ground. Yeah. And then if you're not already, go ahead and flip around towards your chair. Yep, do a little Michael Jackson spin. Perfect. Tuck your toes underneath you, take an inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Maybe pedal out your feet. Notice how this downward facing dog might feel the same, might feel different. And then when you're ready, you'll take your right foot, step it between your thumbs. You might need to grab your ankle with your hand and adjust it there. And then we'll slowly lower the back knee down, untuck the toes. And then shift forward. So this might mean we need the chair for support. It might mean you want to toe heel your foot to the outer edge of the mat and come into the inner thigh, and let's sink down into that. So what is it that your body is calling for? Do you want like a wide lunge? Do you want a supported lunge? Do you want hands to the sky? For me, I will take a supported lunge. On your next inhale, easy twist. Reach your right hand to the sky. Maybe your easy twist is planting your right hand onto the thigh and utilizing that for your rotation. All right, something a little bit tricky here. If your hand is up on the sky, bring it back down. Continue to twist your body, twist your body, twist your body until you come into a pretzel shape. So your right leg is in a pretzel. Let me mirror you. Exactly. Yes, exactly. Keep going. Keep going. Yes. Beautiful. So take an inhale. As you exhale, twist towards the curtains. Hug your knee if you want to get into the hip, or if you want this to be more of a spinal twist, you can hook your elbow to the outside and utilize that for a twist. What is it that you need? What did you come here for? Did you come here for your peace, your grounding, nurture, strength, release? Let that be your guide, so you're not forcing yourself into something that isn't serving you. Exhale, counter twist. Just for a moment. Inhale. Exhale, find your downward facing dog. So unwind, send your hips up and down. Pedal out your feet. Nice, y'all. And then when you're ready, bring your left foot in between your thumbs. Again, you might have to grab it with your left hand to adjust it there. And then slowly lower your back knee to the ground, untuck your toes. So again, your options are to just kind of stay here, sink your hips forward. Maybe you're utilizing the chair. Maybe you toe heel your foot to the outer edge of the mat, sink your hips forward for a wide lunge. We do, we are breathing in the space. A lot of the times our mind kind of goes places when we're still. Can we be here and breathe through whatever it is that's surfacing, that's bubbling up? Can we breathe through it, knowing that it will pass, that we will eventually get out of the pose? But can we be here now? Can we find some grounding? Your next inhale, easy twist. Lift your left hand up towards the sky. Beautiful, y'all. Or maybe you place your left hand onto the thigh and utilize that for a rotation. Nice, y'all. Loving these options. From here, continue to wind and twist as you come into your pretzel. So continue to twist towards the back wall. You got it, you got it, you got it. Yes. Beautiful, y'all. And then we'll turn towards the curtain wall. So we're turning towards the left. And again, you can hug your knee if you want to get a little bit into the outer hip. Or we can utilize our knee for a twist. See if you can release the jaw, release the gripping. Exhale, counter twist all the way to the other side. Inhale. Exhale, our legs behind us. Come to standing on your knees. Camel's pose. So slide your hands in your back pocket, roll your shoulders down and back. Engage the glutes as you lean your hips forward and then gaze at the sky. And this might be it, and that's okay. Know what your limits are. You might continue to follow the ceiling with your nose all the way to the back wall. You might slowly find your ankles behind you as you continue to lift your hips up towards the sky. Inhale and rise. Exhale, come to sitting on your shins. Plant your hands on your lap. We'll take 3 deep breaths here. Inhale through the nose. Open your mouth, let it go. 2 more times. Inhale through the nose. Open your mouth, let it go. Last time. Inhale through the nose. Open your mouth, let it go. Nice, y'all. Go ahead and come into, actually find yourself on your tummies. So however you get there, if you want to lower to the ground or if you just want to drop elbow to elbow and slowly come crawling onto the ground, that is fine too. We'll slide our elbows underneath our shoulders for a Sphinx pose. Lift the heart and chest, press down into the hands like you're trying to slide your heart forward for a little bit more of engagement. If you want this to be less active, you can sink in between your shoulders and let your head fall. So it depends on what you're kind of feeling today. If you want to be a little bit more active or a little bit more restorative. Exhale, release your chin to the ground. Stretch your arms out, down towards your hips. Take your right hand, reach it towards the front of the room. So we're making a half T. And then turn your chest towards the back wall as you roll over to open up your heart space. Let your left foot find the floor behind you. Nice, everyone's so good, yes. Our left hand can stay here, or you can take your left hand and reach it behind you as if you could grab onto the other hand. Nice, y'all. Inhale. Exhale, unwind. Slide your thumbs underneath your armpits, elbows to the sky. Inhale to baby cobra. Lift your heart as you press down into your thumbs. Take an inhale. Exhale, chin to mat. Stretch your left hand out towards the back wall. Roll to open up your heart space. Let your right foot find the floor behind you. Right hand can stay where it is, or you can reach around as if you can touch hands. This is really nice after being in front of the computer all day, right? Just like opening everything up. Inhale. Exhale, come back to center. Inhale to tabletop. Exhale to child's pose. We'll take 3 breaths here. Nice, y'all. Notice how this child's pose might feel the same or different. release your jaw. Inhale to tabletop. Exhale, sit your hips to the side. Swing your legs out in front of you. And then slowly lower yourself all the way to the ground, one vertebrae at a time. We'll make a big X with our body. So stretch your legs out to the outer edge of the mat. Reach your arms up overhead. So we're making it either like a big X with our hands and our feet. Take your right foot. Cross it over your left ankle. So your left foot stays exactly where it is. Our hips are grounded. Take your right hand. Reach it over to your left. Catch it in your left hand. So we're making that half crescent shape we made when we were standing. If you want to deepen the pose, you can kind of shift your upper body to the side a little bit to open up the side space. Right, like opening up the blinds, sending in some light, some air. Clearing out all the stale air. Inhale. Exhale, release, come back to your X. So stretch your legs out into the outer edges of the mat. Stretch your arms up long. Take your left leg, cross it over your right ankle. Our hips are nice and grounded. Left hand, reach it over, catch it in your right hand. And then again, you can shimmy your upper body a little bit deeper into the crescent moon or the banana shape. Open up the side body. Stretching it out so there's more space. More space for breath, more space for air. More space for the things that you want to bring into your body, into your mind. Inhale. Exhale, release. Inhale, bring your knees into your chest, rock from side to side. And then drop your knees over to the right. Open up your arms like a book. Stretch your arms out from side to side. Let your left shoulder melt into the mat. Notice how this supine twist feels maybe different from the one at the beginning of class. Inhale. Exhale, come back through center. Bring your knees into your chest, rock from side to side. Take an inhale. Exhale, release your knees over to the left. Open up your arms like a book. Maybe gaze to the right. Let your right shoulder melt into the mat. And release the jaw. Release any gripping, even if the gripping is in your mind. Exhale, back through center. Inhale to ball pose. Bring your hands around your shins. Bring your forehead to your knees. Take a nice inhale. Exhale, release into your resting pose. So maybe that's stretching your legs out long, or maybe that's placing your knees on top of a chair for support. And I'll guide you through a little bit of a breathing activity. So we'll inhale to the count of 4 and exhale to the count of 4. So a nice even breath. So we inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, wide body the back. And exhaling all of the stale air, letting everything go. Making room for the fresh air and light and love. And then release your counting, release your breath. Breathe normal. We'll take just a moment of silence here. Begin to deepen the breath. Bring some movement in your fingers and toes. Maybe rock your head from side to side. When you're ready, roll over. Let's roll over onto your right side. Or I guess the side that's facing the front of the room. Taking a moment to transition to what it is you're going to leave on the mat and what it is you're going to take with you for the rest of the evening. How are you going to set your intention for the rest of the week? And when you're ready, go ahead and press yourself up into a comfortable seat. Hands can be on the lap, they can be at heart center, they can be on chest and stomach, whatever feels the most authentic right now. And we'll end our practice with 3 breaths as a collective community. Inhale through the nose. Open your mouth, let it fall. Again, inhale through the nose. Open your mouth, let it fall. Last time, inhale through the nose. Open your mouth, let it fall. Thank you so much for practicing with me today, for bringing your light, your energy, your presence. I hope everyone has an amazing day. And Destiny has a little QR code if y'all wouldn't mind filling it out. And CRC is having a meeting right now, so if you want